My golden pothos has been in desperate need of a repot. It actually started when this plant started losing a lot of leaves at the top. Thankfully, it's a pothos, so it's filled up quite a bit. And I've also had to use this large catch pot because this plant is always thirsty and I was just not keeping up with the watering. And I also decided to do a whole wall installation because if you've been here for more than a second, I have mentioned that I don't have enough hanging space in this house. So I do have to be creative with the way I hang plants / display hanging plants. And all of that is happening today. Hello. My name is Palisa. Welcome to Plants and Things, where I talk about plants and things. This is the planter that I'm going to be moving the plant to. Currently, the plant is in a 12 centimeter planter and is moving to a 15 centimeter planter, which isn't a huge difference, but hopefully it's different enough. Yeah. Think it is different enough, and I am going to continue using this catch pot. I wanted to see how it looks, but I am going to use this catch pot with this planter because I really like how this looks. I really like this design. Plus, I've just been in a large glass bowls as catch pots situation in my life where I think these are more giving a self-watering vibe. Wow. I'm like more like I'm using them to store water for the plant so the plant can keep getting water, because I have mentioned that I basically become, I don't even want to say I've become an underwaterer. I think I've just become a neglectful parent perhaps. And so this is more a contingency for my not being on top of things. So yes, this is going to be a catch pot. Plus this plant is going to be, as you guys will see, placed quite high up. And generally the high up plants, they don't get as much care as they need. But let's get into the repot. So I just mixed a fresh batch of soil, which I like, especially the new orchid bark, like adding the orchid bark mix. So that's great. Excited for that because I basically I didn't have soil for a very long time. So today was the day and I did it. This plant is quite wet because of course it has this like watering catch pot situation. Yeah. Am I going to reuse the soil? Let's see what the situation, ooh, okay. Ooh. Yeah, this was definitely root bound. Definitely root bound. And I think, I don't think it likes, these roots are not looking great. And I think it's because of this perpetually sitting in water thing, which it kind of has to do again because I'm going away, and I think I have to figure a way of doing that the string where you basically make a self-watering plant with this planter combination situation, which means it will have to be a little bit higher because yes, I don't want to rot the plant. I am wanting to have water for the plant, but these roots are not looking great. They are just falling out in clumps, which is not great. Ooh, I am so sorry, plant. But there are some healthy roots. I honestly don't feel like detangling this whole thing. But one time I didn't detangle a plant and I just repotted it. I just potted it up and added soil around. And then I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, I actually should have detangled those roots. And then I took it out. Like I literally went back and redid the whole thing. So while I do not want to actually redo all of this, I am going to redo this because I think it will drive me crazy wondering about it, or at least detangle the bottom part. Yeah, because these are, and I think the thing that makes me like, oh, I should repot it, is because these are the ones at the bottom of the roots that when the plant gets really root bound start curling around each other. So not around each other, but curling on the bottom. So yeah, let me help them. I don't know whether I actually am helping them though, but that's the story I'm sticking with. Plus, I think I want to maybe declump the ones. Okay, those are healthy falling apart roots. Okay, I think all the bottom dead ones are gone, I hope. Anyway, I do not want this plant to rot. I came back from a trip, and one of these plants, one of these fussy plants that I have, and I shan't name names, is not doing so well. Kind of lost its roots again, and I was just like, you know what? If you want to die, die, because I can't do this with you, plant. But yeah, this is not one of those plants. Anyway, I'm gonna stop fussing with this because I might actually be doing more damage than being helpful. And exhibit A of what I'm saying. So I'll just add soil to the bottom of this. Ooh. I just realized that if I'm going to try make a self-watering planter, I do need to put a string, and this is just being improvised. I do need to put this plant higher. How am I going to do that? I don't know. I guess I could add rocks to the bottom, and then, but I do need to put a string. I do need to put a string in. I do need to put a string that's actually going to be the wick for the watering. So actually I'm going to get a string before I start all of this. I'm doing it because this is not good. This is the string that I have. Well, I do have macrame because this is a DIY household. I actually don't have any white one, but I don't think that should matter. And I'm gonna basically, yeah, because this plant is not doing well. Yeah, and I actually think I am gonna detangle all the roots, and I'm gonna need to also cut this. I hope I'm doing something sensible. Okay. Is this gonna get wet? Are you gonna get wet? I hope so. Let's see if it actually does get wet. Seems like it does. Okay, it does. So, guess we're doing this. We're doing this. And I am gonna use the rocks. And I am actually gonna detangle the whole thing because these roots are not looking great. Yeah, there's still some rotten ones. And I'm, for once, not going to reuse the soil. This plant is quite long now. I'm not going to reuse the soil. I'm just going to, yeah, get it fresh soil, fresh plant, well, not fresh plant because it's the same plant. But fresh soil, fresh planter, and yeah, hopefully it'll thrive. Okay, now I'm just also, some of these roots aren't, I'm just throwing them out now. Okay, these all feel fine now. Okay, this feels like it's fine, but now I'm wondering how am I gonna, okay, fit everything. This is fine, this is fine, this is fine, it should be fine. Okay, let's put soil back in again and make this stand in the middle. Hopefully this will keep it gently moisturized, like watered, instead of where it's like perpetually wet because of the thing that I was doing before. And if this works, this is going to be a new like household system because yeah, self-watering planters aren't very easy to find here, especially in big sizes. So I guess one can make them, which is what one is doing. Okay, I think, oh my goodness, I keep pulling out things and okay. This seems fine. Now we just need to backfill. Ooh, I like how this looks. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is a good choice for this plant. Okay, we just need to backfill, and I think I'm going to use the dinky one. Okay, here is the plant, which looks great. I did pull out a new growing bud, which I'm annoyed at myself, as I should be, because I should have been more careful. But yeah, this is where the plant is at. I think it looks pretty cute. I think this was the easier of the jobs. Actually, I just realized I'm not finished with the job because I need to get rocks in here so that this can actually be in a more elevated position, and then also water the plant. But as I was saying, this is actually, I think, the easier of the two things that I'm trying to do today. The displaying of this plant against the wall in the kitchen, I think, will be a wee bit more challenging, but I also have been excited to do this and get this done. So yes, let me find the rocks, and yeah. So the rocks that I was wanting to use, I actually think I would need much bigger rocks. But even when I thought about the rocks, I was like, the wick going into the rocks is also, seems like a, yeah. Anyway, in conclusion, I don't think that's going to work. So I have this container that I got and kept. And yeah, waste not, want not. And also, though, more importantly, clearly I'm an old woman at this point who hoards containers. So this is what I'm going to use, which will give the lift for this. And then the wick can be in the actual, can be in the water then. And I really hope this will work because I am going away tomorrow. So this doesn't work. And then I also will probably have to keep the height, the water level, lower. Yeah, it is getting wet. So, okay. So that's that. I am gonna water this. Actually, I'm also needing to fertilize this plant and all my plants actually. And then I will show you guys the spot where I want to put this plant and get to that, because I'm like, oh, that's gonna, yeah. Let me show you guys. This is where I want to put this in particular, this spot with this plant that is not doing very great. So I am going to pot that up, but it's by the entry and I have a clock there so we can tell the time. And I intend to to basically have the plant grow along the way, which we'll see. But yes, these propagations are doing really well. Not that one at the corner. And then I have my one and only Hoya and then books. I've changed the setup, the top of this cupboard situation, and most of the plants are gone. Well, they actually technically weren't plants, they were propagations, but they are basically gone. And I intend to also put books here, touch and go about books in the kitchen, but you know what, we're doing it. Let me say I'm doing it. So anyway, this plant, it is moving, it is leaving, and then these will just go closer to each other because, yeah, the golden pothos is going to go there. And this is a darker corner, I want to say, in a bright room. So I do hope that my golden pothos will still keep its gold speckling, which is just absolutely beautiful. But yeah, the mother plant used to live in a non-sunny room. So yeah. Hope it works out, but yeah, let me get the plant, put it up, get the clips. So even though this plant is technically still coming back, I actually want to remove it as well as this one that is absolutely not coming back. It doesn't even have roots. Now I'm curious about what's going on. It has no roots and it's lived in this. Not doing well, but doing well, and it has tons of roots, but that's obviously not the main thing that we're doing right now. I'm gonna go get the other plant. Here is the plantio. It is so long and it keeps on trying to trip on the microphone cord, but here she is. And okay, oh my goodness. Okay, there is also a lot of soil on the leaves. Because I think it got tangled during the repotting, which is supposed to be the easier spot of this whole operation. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm just gonna move back and see. Okay, it does need a bit of a repositioning because, and I do want to do the repositioning situation now because I am going to be pasting, but it's like a removable, well, where you can remove the plant. I am going to be doing that. I'm like, what is the word? Because it's not pasting, but sticking. I am going to be putting these along. It's like, I'm just going to do some adjustments and just position it properly because it does need to be positioned properly before I do the sticking on. Yeah. So just a couple of adjustments. So this is a good position for me, but also it is not permanent. So I use these leaf things that you paste on the wall, and then you slide you slide it open, and then you can put the leaf in, and that's how the leaf gets clipped onto the wall. And you can also unclip it so it is not permanent, which I think, okay, this is also not actually permanent on the wall because I have removed some of them. It has this like silicone, like, is it silicone? Like a pasty, like a glue that you can remove. So yeah, so I have removed and pasted them at other places and they've been fine. So that's why I really like these, because you can move the plant. And as I was looking at this, the water here is gunky because it actually is, I fertilized the plant. So it's not looking great, but you know what? I feel accomplished because I repotted this and now I'm doing the thing that I was thinking about doing. And there's like a new leaf that was, or a new vine that was popping up at the back here, which is the one that I want to do first because it kind of was also falling. And I feel like, kind of thought this chair, this stool that I'm on might be, anyway, let me work with it. Okay, let's do this. So yeah, there's one at the back that is that just got a leaf. So I'm gonna do that guy first. So you can just gauge it really. It's not that serious. And usually I put the plant on and then use the plant to gauge where this thing should go. Yeah. These ones, I have used these before, as I said. I use them with my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, or the plants in the bedroom. First time I'm trying this out in the living room. Also, this batch is a new batch, and so it's like less green, but you know what? As long as it pastes the plant, I'll be happy. Okay, there's the first plant. And I think this one should go around the clock, like at the top of the clock. But evidently, okay, this one must be the one that goes around the clock. Yeah, this one must go around the clock. But I do need to go higher. So yeah, I need a higher thing because I am short. Okay, I am back. I think it's going to be so interesting to see the time lapse. Also, there's this thing that's poking me in my head. The time lapse, because it's like you're with the clock, whereas I guess when you're taking, normally when I'm doing videos, I don't have this like, oh, she started at 3 and it took her 5 billion hours to actually get the thing done. Yes, which obviously doesn't really matter, but oh my goodness. Okay, let's try this part. Okay, this tangle clearly wants to remain. Ooh. I don't know. Is that okay? I think I'm gonna need another one here. Am I? I think so. But I think I want to focus on, oh my goodness. on getting over the clock and seeing what's going on, how it looks. Okay, this is just hiding the clock now. Oh my goodness. Oh! Okay. Ugh. From under here, which is not seeing obviously the final situation, I actually like it. Okay, I'm not clearly doing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think I'm pasting this. I'm like, okay, pressure. I clearly was not applying enough pressure. From randomly under it, I like how it looks. I do not know how well it looks from afar though. But I think this part, the over the clock part, was the trickiest one. Yeah. And then I just want to do this section so that it also looks pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I just broke. Oh no. Oh, I just broke this off. Oh. Oh my goodness. This is so sad. This is annoying. Oh, I'm annoyed at myself. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me just try. I'm trying to make this. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. And whether the thing I'm trying to do is actually a thing that can be done. Okay, it seems like it could be. So maybe this is the best place. Oof. Okay, I think this is the best I can do. Okay, I just want to look to see what I'm actually doing and whether it actually looks good. Okay, I like it, though this section is struggling with me. This section. I think I'm going to have to put another one because it keeps, okay, not keeps, but it was coming off. So this will hopefully help the stability. Okay, I actually like how it looks. And then there's this one that will go under the clock. And the positioning is a bit awkward because this plant obviously didn't originate from this spot, so the plant is not positioned to optimally look good in the spot, so there's a lot of maneuvering that has to be done. Oh my goodness, this really doesn't want to stick. And I think I should just let it go, but I don't want to. Oh! Oh my goodness. I don't think these are as good as the first batch that I got, because that batch, I don't remember the things ever falling out. Oh my goodness, I think I might have to use double-sided tape, because this is, yeah, I'm not going to be able to keep coming up here and fixing this. So I am going to get double-sided tape. This is like DIY situation of notes and figuring it out as you go along. So I'm going to get double-sided tape. I do not have any I don't have any double-sided tape. So I'm actually just going to use press stick. Yeah, that's where we are with the improvising. Oh, this is, okay, it did actually go out again. Let's try it with the press stick and see. Oh, it's not even pasting with the press stick. Since my press stick story also did not work, I think since the others seem to be pasted, and only these ones. I'm just gonna get new ones, try out other ones. Okay, I'm trying out new ones. So if these ones do not work, there clearly is a defect with this batch. I'm just hoping that there's a defect with those two because I don't think I have another plan. Yeah. Okay, that one. Whew. Okay. They are stuck on, and I hope for real stuck. So I'll continue again with this guy, which is basically the easiest one I've done. Okay, I think that should be looking good. Okay, I need more of the pinny things, and also to see how it looks, because I could think it looks good and then it does not. I definitely like how it looks. I just want to reposition some of the leaves, which, like this section, the leaves are, yeah, they're not positioned well. Is that, yeah. So I'm gonna attempt to make them face outward instead of facing down. Okay, oh yay. That was easier than I anticipated. And I wanted to do the big one at the top, but I don't know whether that's necessary or will work out, but I'm gonna try it as I am doing. Okay. And of course there's this bold section and other sections and pockets, but as the plant grows and fills out, there are other vines that are probably going to come out, and this one, and fill out, and it's going to be a lot bushier, and it's going to be like 1,000 times better looking. But I still really like this. I have a friend who hates this like plants growing on the wall, and she's just like, imagine the bugs that are there. Da, da, da. I just realized from my bedroom and doing this and kind of playing around with the plants on the wall, on the railing, that I really like this look for hanging plants, which grow and they fulfill the space. So I definitely like how it looks. I will do a close-up because obviously I am here avoiding this thing the whole time. And I think, yeah, I'm also going to do this one before, yeah, because it is basically almost at the door. So, yay, we're done. This is the final situation with the plant, which I like. Yeah, and this is a bit of a close-up. There is a lot going on in there. And the fertilizer water. And yeah, this is my plant with its gold specks, which I am hoping it'll keep even in this corner. Yeah, but that's the plant, and it just is honestly such a pretty plant. And yeah, I really like it here, and I really like its little leaves, so I hope it will enjoy this spot. Yeah, I don't think it was growing really well. Okay, it was growing really well in the macrame, but it definitely outgrew it. So I hope this spot will be a good spot for it. Otherwise, okay, let's just assume it's good. Okay. That is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. This is my last video for the year, but I do intend to be back in the 3rd week of Jan. Until then, though, enjoy Christmas and the celebration of the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. I will link a video below giving a reason for the season, so be sure to check that out. But otherwise, see you guys next year. Bye!